The Virgin Mary in the Kingdom of the Divine Will, by the servant of God, Luisa Picaretta, little daughter of the Divine Will. For private use only. Meditations for the month of May, for the House of the Divine Will. May 6, 1930. Luisa Picaretta. Fiat. JMJ. Maternal Appeal of the Queen of Heaven. Dearest daughter, I feel the irresistible need to descend from heaven to make you my maternal visits. If you assure me of your filial love and faithfulness, I will remain always with you in your soul, to be your teacher, model, example, and most tender mother. I come to invite you to enter into the kingdom of your Mama, that is, the kingdom of the Divine Will, and I knock at the door of your heart, that you may open it to me. You know, with my own hands I bring you this book as gift. I offer it to you with maternal care, so that in your turn, in reading it, you may learn to live of heaven, and no longer of earth. This book is of gold, my child. It will form your spiritual fortune, your happiness, also terrestrial. In it you will find the font of all goods. If you are weak, you will acquire strength. If you are tempted, you will achieve victory. If you have fallen into sin, you will find the pitying and powerful hand that will lift you up again. If you feel afflicted, you will find comfort. If cold, the sure means to get warm. If hungry, you will enjoy the delicious food of the Divine Will. With it you will lack nothing. You will no longer be alone, because your Mama will keep you sweet company, and with her every maternal care, she will take on the commitment of making you happy. I, the Celestial Empress, will take care of all your needs, provided that you consent to live united with me. If you knew my yearnings, my ardent sighs, and also the tears I shed for my children, if you knew how I burn with the desire that you listen to my lessons, all of heaven, and learn to live of Divine Will. In this book, you will see wonders. You will find a Mama who loves you so much as to sacrifice her own beloved son for you, in order to allow you to live of that same life of which she lived upon earth. Oh, please, do not give me this sorrow. Do not reject me. Accept this gift of heaven that I am bringing you. Welcome my visit, my lessons. Know that I will go throughout the whole world. I will go to each individual, to all families, to religious communities, to every nation, to all peoples. And if needed, I will go around for entire centuries, until as Queen, I have formed my people, and as Mother, my children, who would know the Divine Will and let it reign everywhere. Here is the purpose of this book explained to you. Those who will welcome it, with love, will be the first fortunate children who will belong to the kingdom of the Divine Fiat. And I, with gold characters, will write their names in my maternal heart. see, my child, that same infinite love of God, which in redemption wanted to use me in order to make the eternal Word descend upon earth, is now calling me into the field once again, entrusting to me the difficult task, the sublime mandate of forming on earth the children of the kingdom of his divine will. Therefore, with maternal care I set to work, and I prepare for you the way which will lead you to this happy kingdom. For this purpose, I will give you sublime and celestial lessons, and finally, I will teach you special and new prayers, through which you will commit the heavens, the sun, the creation, my very life and that of my Son, and all the acts of the saints, so that in your name they may impetrate the adorable kingdom of the divine will. These prayers are the most powerful, because they bind the very divine operating. By means of them, God will feel disarmed and conquered by the creature. Confident of this help, you will hasten the coming of his most happy kingdom, and with me you will obtain that the divine will be done on earth as it is in heaven, according to the desire of the divine Master. Courage, my daughter. Make me content, and I will bless you. Prayer to the Celestial Queen for each day of the month of May. Immaculate Queen, my celestial mother, I come onto your maternal knees to abandon myself in your arms as your dear daughter, in order to ask of you, with the most ardent sighs, in this month consecrated to you, the greatest of graces, that you admit me to live in the kingdom of the divine will. Holy Mamma, you who are the queen of this kingdom, admit me to live in it as your daughter, that it may no longer be deserted, but populated by your children. Therefore, Sovereign Queen, I entrust myself to you, that you may lead my steps in the kingdom of the divine will. And as I cling to your maternal hand, you will lead all my being to live perennial life in the divine will. You will be my Mamma, and to you, as my Mamma, I deliver my will, that you may exchange it with the divine will, and so I may be sure I will not go out of its kingdom. Therefore I pray you to illumine me, in order to make me comprehend what will of God means. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now, and at the hour of our death. Amen. Little Sacrifice of the Month. Each morning, midday, and night, 3 times a day, let us go on to the knees of our celestial Mamma and say to her, My Mamma, I love you. And you, love me and give a sip of divine will to my soul. Give me your blessing, that I may do all of my actions under your maternal gaze. Day 16. The Queen of Heaven in the kingdom of the divine will continues her life in the temple and forms the new day to make the refulgent sun of the divine word rise upon earth. The soul to her celestial Mamma. My most sweet Mamma, I feel that you have stolen my heart, and I run to my Mamma, who keeps my heart within hers as pledge of my love, and in place of my heart wants to put the divine will as pledge of her love of Mother. Therefore I come into your arms, so that as your child, you may prepare me, give me your lessons, and do with me whatever you want. And I pray you never to leave your child alone, but to keep me always, always together with you. Lesson of the Queen of Heaven. My dearest child, oh, how I long to keep you always together with me. I would like to be your heartbeat, your breath, the works of your hands, the step of your feet, to make you feel through me how the divine will operated in me. I would like to pour its life into you. Oh, how sweet, lovable, enchanting, and enrapturing it is. Oh, how you would render me twice as happy if I had you, my child, under the total empire of that divine fiat which formed all my fortune, my happiness, my glory. Now pay attention to me and listen to your mamma who wants to share her fortune with you. I continued my life in the temple, but heaven was not closed for me. I could go there as many times as I wanted. I had free passage to ascend and descend. In heaven I had my divine family, and I burned and longed to be with them. The very divinity awaited me with great love in order to converse with me, to be happy, and to make me more happy, more beautiful, more dear in their eyes. After all, they had not created me to keep me far away. No, no, they wanted to enjoy me as their daughter. They wanted to hear me, how my words, animated by the fiat, had the power to put peace between God and creatures. They loved to be won by their little daughter, and to hear me repeat to them, "Descend, let the word descend upon earth." I can say that the very divinity would call me, and I would run, I would fly into their midst. Since I had never done my human will, my presence requited them of the love and the glory of the great work of all creation, and therefore they entrusted to me the secret of the history of mankind. And I prayed, and prayed again, for peace to come between God and man. Now, my child, you must know that the human will alone closed heaven, and therefore it was not given to man to penetrate into those celestial regions, or to have a familiar relationship with his Creator. On the contrary, the human will had cast him away from the one who had created him. As soon as man withdrew from the divine will, he became fearful, timid. He lost the dominion of himself and of the whole creation. All the elements, because they were dominated by the fiat, had remained superior to him and could do harm to him. Man was afraid of everything. And do you think it is trivial, my child, that the one who had been created as king, dominator of everything, reached the point of being afraid of the one who had created him? It is strange, my child, and I would say almost against nature, that a child would be afraid of his father, while it is according to nature that, as one generates, love and trust between father and child are also generated. This can be called the primary inheritance that is due to the child, and the primary right that is due to the father. So by doing his will, Adam, lost the inheritance of his father. He lost his kingdom and rendered himself the laughingstock of all created things. My child, listen to your mother, and ponder well the great evil of the human will. It removes the eyes of the soul and makes her become blind, in such a way that everything is darkness and fear for the poor creature. Therefore place your hand upon your heart and swear to your mamma that you would rather die than do your will. I, by never doing my will, had no fear of my Creator. And how could I be afraid if he loved me so much? And the kingdom extended so much within me, that with my acts I kept forming the full day to make the new sun of the eternal Word rise upon earth. And as I saw that the day was being formed, I increased my supplications to obtain the longed-for day of peace between heaven and earth. Tomorrow I will wait for you to narrate to you another surprise of my life down here. The soul. My sovereign mamma, how sweet are your lessons! Oh, how they make me comprehend the great evil of my human will! Oh, how many times I too felt within me fear, timidity, and as though far away from my Creator. Ah, it was my human will that reigned in me, not the divine, and this is why I felt its sad effects. Therefore, if you love me as your child, take my heart in your hands, and put out of me the fear, the timidity, which prevent my flight toward my Creator, and in their place put in me that fiat which you so much love, and which you want to reign in my soul. Little sacrifice. Today, to honor me, you will place into my hands every bother, fear, mistrust that you may feel, that I may convert them into will of God, saying to me 3 times, "My mamma, make the divine will reign in my soul." Ejaculatory prayer. My mamma, my trust, form the day of the divine will in my soul. You have reached the end of Day 16 of the Virgin Mary in the Kingdom of the Divine Will. Fiat.